Okay children, let us continue with the other concepts now. So in the previous video, I told about conductivity and molar conductivity. And I told the variation of conductivity on dilution. Now we are going to talk about what is that? What is the effect of molar conductivity on dilution? What happens to the molar conductivity on dilution? Effect of molar conductivity on dilution. So we are going to see what is that? What is already I told about molar conductivity. Now we are going to talk about the effect of molar conductivity on dilution with reference to strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. So actually electrolytes are nothing but salts, is it not? So we are going to talk about strong electrolyte where complete ionization is possible. For example, sodium chloride, aqueous solution of sodium chloride, aqueous solution of potassium chloride, all these are strong electrolytes. So when it is dissolved in water, when sodium chloride is dissolved in water, you will be getting Na plus and Cl minus ions. So number of positive and negative charges here, what is that? Complete ionization is possible. Completely positive and negative charges are produced. Whereas in case of weak electrolyte, where the dissociation is partial, incomplete ionization, we cannot expect 100% ionization of ion, what is that, electrolyte. So we are going to discuss about molar conductivity with reference to strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. Effect of molar conductivity. Effect of molar conductivity on dilution effect of molar conductivity on dilution in case of strong electrolytes. Effect of molar conductivity on dilution in case of strong electrolytes. What is a strong electrolyte? A strong electrolyte is one where ionization is complete. Strong electrolyte is one where ionization is complete. Where ionization is complete. Okay, we are going to see now. Ionization is complete. Okay, in case of strong electrolyte, in case of strong electrolyte, in case of strong electrolyte, as the ionization is complete, as the ionization is complete, as the ionization is complete, in case of strong electrolyte, as the ionization is complete, so the ability to flow, the ability to flow is greater, the ability to flow is greater on increased dilution. On increased dilution. So, in case of strong electrolyte where ionization is complete, you will be getting 100% ions, positive and negatively charged ions. As ionization is complete, the ability to flow is greater on increased dilution. That means the number of ions per unit volume, the number of ions per unit volume of the solution increases. The number of ions per unit volume of the solution increases. Number of ions per unit volume of the solution increases. Therefore, molar conductivity also increases. Therefore, molar conductivity increases. Molar conductivity increases. So, what is that we are going to see now? This here I am going to talk about what is that effect of molar conductivity on dilution. Already I defined molar conductivity. It is nothing but conductance of the solution containing 1 mole of an electrolyte. Already we have seen in the previous video. Here I am going to talk about the effect of molar conductivity with reference to strong and weak electrolyte. What are strong electrolytes? Strong electrolytes are those where ionization is complete. 100% ions are produced. Completely positive and negative charged ions are produced. 100% ionization is complete. So we can call it as strong electrolyte. What is a weak electrolyte? Weak electrolyte is one where ionization is partial or incomplete. So in case of weak electrolyte, ionization is partial or it is incomplete ionization. We were not able to get complete positive and negative charge in case of weak electrolyte. Now we are going to talk about effect of molar conductivity in case of strong electrolyte. For example, in case of strong electrolyte, what is happening? The complete ions are produced here. On dilution, what is happening? The number of ions produced per unit volume of the solution will be greater. So, an increased dilution. So, when you are diluting the solution, what is happening? The concentration of ions per unit volume increases. Therefore, molar conductivity increases. So, an increased dilution, molar conductivity increases because the number of ions produced per unit volume of the solution is increased. Therefore, molar conductivity is also increasing. Let us see this graphically. Now we are going to see the graphical representation of molar conductivity. Graphical representation of molar conductivity. Graphical representation of molar conductivity. Graphical representation of molar conductivity with concentration. Molar conductivity with concentration. In case of strong electrolyte. In case of strong electrolyte. In case of strong electrolyte. Okay, let us see the molar conductivity, variation of molar conductivity with concentration graphically in case of strong electrolytes. Okay, I am taking, what is that? I am drawing a graph taking concentration in the x-axis. I am drawing a graph taking concentration in the x-axis, which are indicated by root C, where the unit is mole per liter whole power 1/2. Here I am writing molar conductivity. In the y-axis, I am taking molar conductivity. Molar conductivity, where the unit is Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. Okay. I am talking about a strong electrolyte. I am taking sodium chloride. So, I am going to represent the effect of molar conductivity on dilution in case of strong electrolyte. I have taken concentration in the x-axis and molar conductivity in the y-axis. So, concentration, the unit is mole liter inverse, whereas for molar conductivity Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. Okay. In case of strong electrolyte, what is happening? When the concentration decreases, when the concentration decreases, the molar conductivity approaches 0. When the concentration decreases, the molar conductivity, so in case of strong electrolyte, when concentration decreases, when concentration decreases, when concentration decreases, when it approaches 0, when it approaches 0, it will have a definite value. It has a definite value. It has a definite value, that is limiting molar conductivity. Definite value, that is limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity when we extrapolate the line. 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 So, what is happening here? When the concentration decreases, so when it approaches 0, what is happening here? I am extrapolating the line. So, I am extrapolating the line. So, here I got the definite value. So, I got the definite value of conductivity. So, I can call it as limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. So, what is limiting molar conductivity? I plotted, what is that? Concentration versus molar conductivity for sodium chloride. Actually, when the concentration decreases, that means what? When the concentration approaches 0, what is that? Molar conductivity has got a definite value. We can get a definite value of molar conductivity for a particular electrolyte. So, here, what is that? When you extrapolate the line, when you extend the line, when you extrapolate the line, we can get the, what is that, definite value of molar conductivity. So, we can call that as limiting molar conductivity. When you substitute the equation, that is lambda m is equal to lambda naught m minus a into root c. So, what is lambda m? Molar conductivity, I will write again. So, lambda m is equal to lambda naught m minus a into root c. So, what is that? Lambda m is nothing but, what is that? Molar conductivity. Lambda m is nothing but molar conductivity. What is lambda naught m? Which is nothing but limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. So, this equation represents, what is that? Equation of the straight line. Is it not? It represents the equation of the straight line. Equation of the straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Equation of the straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c. So, where, what is that? Here lambda naught m. Lambda naught m is nothing but, what is that? It is the intercept, y intercept. So, c is, that is which is represented as c, y intercept. What is that? minus A is nothing but slope. Minus A is nothing but slope. So, it is a constant. A constant. It is constant for a solvent. Constant for a solvent. So, minus A is equal to slope, that is equal to, what is that? We can, what is that quote like this? So, lambda naught m is nothing but limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity. Okay. In case of strong electrolyte, 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 molar conductivity in case of strong electrolyte, molar conductivity is not much greater, is not much greater, is not much greater. Now we are going to talk about effect of molar conductivity, effect of molar conductivity on increased dilution, effect of molar conductivity on dilution in case of weak electrolyte. In case of weak electrolyte. So, what is a weak electrolyte? Already I told you. Weak electrolyte is one. Weak electrolyte is one where the ionization is incomplete. Where the ionization is incomplete. Incomplete or partially complete. Or partially complete. Or partially complete. So, on increased dilution, the degree of dissociation, increases, the degree of dissociation increases and molar conductivity will have greater value. And molar conductivity will be much more greater than the strong electrolyte. Much more greater than the strong electrolyte. So, what is happening here? We are going to see what the effect of molar conductivity on dilution in case of weak electrolyte. So, in case of weak electrolyte, already I told you dilution, what is that? Dissociation is incomplete. We cannot get 100% of ions, Positive and negative charge ions are not produced completely. Incomplete ionization or partial ionization. Ionization is incomplete or ionization is partial. So, in such a case, what will happen? On increased dilution, when you are diluting the solution, even the undissociated ions started to dissolve, is it not? We are going to add more and more quantity of solvent. So, on dilution, even the undissociated ions also started to dissociate. As a result, what will happen to the molar conductivity? Molar conductivity increases. So, in case of weak electrolyte, on dilution, the number of undissociated ions, started to dissociate. The undissociated ions started to dissociate. As a result, molar conductivity increases. As a result, molar conductivity increases. As a result, molar conductivity increases. What is the degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation is equal to number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. Number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. Actually, out of total number of moles of the electrolyte, number of moles that are actually dissociated can be called as degree of dissociation, which is indicated by alpha. What is alpha here? Actually, degree of dissociation. How can we measure the degree of dissociation? Out of the total number of particles that are, dissociated, usually dissociated, we can call it as degree of dissociation. So, in case of weak electrolyte, on increased dilution, molar conductivity increases, because when you are diluting the solution, degree of dissociation is greater. So, the number of undissociated particles while diluting the solution gets dissociated. As a result, molar conductivity increases. So, when you compare the molar conductivity value, increase in molar conductivity between strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, in case of weak electrolyte, it will be greater. The molar conductivity will be greater when compared to that of strong electrolyte. Let us see this with a graphical representation. Okay. Graphical representation of molar conductivity. Graphical representation of molar conductivity with concentration in case of weak electrolyte. With concentration in case of weak electrolyte. In case of weak electrolyte. Okay, I am taking example for weak electrolyte. I am taking acetic acid CH3COOH as example. Okay, I am drawing a graph taking concentration in the x-axis. Concentration in the x-axis. What is the unit of the concentration? Moles per liter whole power half. Okay. So, here I am taking molar conductivity in the y-axis. I am taking molar conductivity in the y-axis. where the unit of molar conductivity is Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. What is the unit? What is the symbol for molar conductivity? Lambda m. Okay. Now I have taken degree of this. We are going to see about the effect of molar conductivity on what is the dilution in case of weak electrolyte. Already I told you. In case of weak electrolyte, dissociation is incomplete. Partial dissociation of ions. I want to make the electrolyte completely ionized. I wanted to make 100% ionization. So what I have to do? I am diluting the solution. On increased dilution, on diluting the solution, what is happening? Even the undissociated ions also started to dissociate. Even the, what is that, unionized ions also started to ionize. As a result, what is that, molar conductivity increases. Let us see now. I am talking about acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So what is happening? As the concentration decreases, so when the concentration approaches 0, see the molar conductivity. So when the concentration approaches 0, when the concentration approaches 0, when the concentration approaches 0, there is a steep increase. There is a steep increase in the molar conductivity. There is a steep increase in the molar conductivity. Steep increase in the molar conductivity, where you can see the line which is parallel to the y-axis. So see this line. So this is parallel to y-axis, where the curve is parallel, the line is parallel to y-axis. Line is parallel to y-axis. So extrapolation of the line is not possible. Extrapolation is not possible. Extrapolation is not possible. So molar conductivity is increased. Not possible. So molar conductivity increases. So in case of weak electrolyte, already I told you, acetic acid, where dissociation is incomplete, on increased dilution, even the undissociated particles also started to dissociate. So when the concentration decreases, when the concentration of acetic acid approaches 0, you can see a steep increase in the curve along the y-axis, where the y-axis is parallel to the, but this curve is parallel to the y-axis, where you will be getting the maximum value of molar conductivity. So when you compare the molar conductivity value of strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, in case of weak electrolyte, the molar conductivity value will be greater when compared to strong electrolyte. So up to this, I am concluding this video. If you like this video, you can please click the subscribe button and you will get the latest updates of our lesson. Thank you, children.